Hey everyone, welcome to Sketchman Boris. This is Boris. So this time I'm just going to show you how I drew Scooby Doo on Clip Studio Paint. So I just imported a picture, the reference photo on Clip Studio Paint, and then here what I'm doing is I'm showing how I see this figure, like how I'm going to break down Scooby Doo into simple shapes, which I'm going to use to draw. So basically what I'm doing is I'm reverse engineering basically the design, and so it helps me a little bit to figure out like where to start and which pieces to put together like a puzzle. So that's what I'm doing, and then later on I'll go and pencil in. So by the way, as you might have seen, I've sped up the video by 3 times. So now I'll just get started with the pencil. I'll just taking the pencil brush with a different color. And by the way, so this video actually it's part of. So this is a full video. I've used this video to talk about the lessons that we can draw from Scooby Doo. So my video drawing lessons from Scooby Doo is on my other YouTube channel called Movie Messenger, where I talk about movies, pop culture, content, I do experimental comic books, and so yeah, just go check it out, because Sketchman Boris, this channel is dedicated to like drawing tutorials and my process as an artist. So I'll just come back later to comment once this penciling is finished. So the good thing about drawing digitally is that, as you might have seen, I could easily rectify the proportions just without actually having to erase everything. So I could just move around the head, make it smaller or make it bigger. So while you're watching this, just leave in the comments which are your favorite Scooby Doo episodes. Or the video I did on my channel Movie Messenger, I used Scooby Doo Where Are You, which is I think that's my favorite series in the Scooby Doo universe, let's say. So yeah, in Scooby Doo Where Are You, let me know which, as a kid, which episode really scared you, or which one is your favorite episode or your favorite villain. That would be great. So now I go in and have it another pass at it, with inks. So for this, I'm as usual using the pen tool called mapping pen. So I think I explained it in a previous video. I'm not using the G pen because I don't know why, but maybe I need to change the settings. But the G pen is not fully 100% opaque, even if I put the opacity. There is some transparency. I don't know if it's just my version of the software, or just that my settings are not right. But so I just use mapping pen, which I really like. I like the way it feels. And again, I've also talked about this. Because it's digital, sometimes I do tend to zoom in too much, but I mean, it's not really necessary, because when actually people are going to look at the picture, they won't be looking at those small details. And also, I think I heard it's not really good for your eye to actually look at that sort of pixelated images. So I don't know, so yeah, just be careful with that. But in some small areas, yeah, I do tend to zoom in too much. Yeah, as you can see, I have many tries, especially when I need to get those curves right. So I'm not using a tablet where I'm directly drawing on the screen. I'm using a Wacom Intuos, which is like the basic, which is, I mean, I really love it. It gets the job done. It's really great. It's really cheap, and it's so you kind of have to get used to the hand and eye coordination, especially when it comes to those. For example, I still feel like it's really difficult for me to do circles, so in this case I just use like the tools to make circles but for these curves, yeah, I have to have many passes, many tries. Just another comment. If you want me to draw any other character, please please comment in the comment section below. So the philosophy, or let's say the idea behind my channel, which I think sometimes I'm not really following, but I should be, and I'm trying, which is it's really, I really want everybody to draw, so I really want everybody to give it a try, and I don't, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, like I can't really point to a specific channel, but in general, the feeling I get when I watch other YouTube videos, tutorials on YouTube, and which I love, by the way, I learned a lot from watching these videos and from all these artists. It's just sometimes they might assume that the person watching the video knows how to accomplish those shapes and get to A to B. But what I like to do in the channel, in this case, this is a speed painting, so it's not really valid, but when I'm actually doing the videos, or for example, I recently did, if you're watching this, the video uploaded before this video was how to draw Homer Simpson, and in that video you could see, when each time when I tried to draw a shape, I actually take an equivalent of, so that you can visualize in your mind. For example, instead of saying just do this shape, I would rather say just think of a bulb, like the shape of a bulb, and then I just draw the bulb. So yeah, so I try to, because I teach, so I'm a teacher, like as I said, I'm a teacher, podcaster, YouTuber, and I'm also a cartoonist. So I've taught kids, 5-year-old kids. I'm teaching 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, and now I'm teaching also someone who's in his late 60s who wants to learn to draw. And so what I understood is that when you show them the demystified version of drawings, it's always better, because when someone wants to do something, they don't want to try it because they're overwhelmed by the details of reality, right? So then if we just show them the steps to break down these things, complicated things, into simple shapes, into simple lines, it's easier for them, and I really believe that people are really happy when they draw. So now I'm just putting the colors. So these are just, in the comic book term, people call them flats, which is basically just coloring book style, just filling in the color. So as you can see, I work with layers. It's sometimes funny the way I name them. So in this case, shadow. So there are different things. So this is usually how I do it, but now I'm changing it slightly because I'm using the color as in multiply mode. But this is just, I'm using like I used to, which is add a layer called shadows, put it in 30% opacity, and then use the black color and then just paint over it. So the black with reduced opacity just looks like a darker version of the color, so that I'm painting on. So I usually start with the shadows and then I work towards the highlights. I find that because I feel like the highlights really give the finishing touches, like almost shows me that the drawing is finished and completed. So in this case, what I'm trying to do, first I tried white, and then I said, okay, let's try the different one, which is, I chose the color of Scooby Doo skin, and I turned the layer into add mode, which actually sort of like lightens the color a little bit. And by the way, usually, so in cartoons, of course, since it was animated, like he doesn't actually have these highlights, like these like lighter tones. But I just love when I like to make as you might have seen in other speed painting videos, I love making these characters shiny, like as if they were made out of like ceramic or something. Especially when you'll see when I'll add the white highlights. So yeah, so I mean, if you've if you followed until now, thanks for watching this video. Please share, like and subscribe. I'm trying to post videos every day, and I think I will, because you know, there are so many things that I want to draw. There are so many things I want to teach you how to draw. So and if you really like this channel, please subscribe, and the link in the description below, I also have posted my new website / blog, where you can read about my process, my ideas, because I also consider myself a thinker. So until next time, this is Boris, Sketchman Boris, signing off.